Hi, welcome to Trivia. We're going to be doing some questions. My tech girl is giving me directions. Is it my hands? Am I looking the wrong way? What's the am I not looking at the camera enough? Are my hands up? You can say stuff, right? Like people know there's other people here. You don't have to be like coy about it.
You should angle more towards the camera.
I should. You're right.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah, so this is my first real live stream here on YouTube. So, gonna be learning some stuff while I'm doing this. Didn't get a chance to test my audio earlier, so I'm still waiting to see from my audio checker if my voice is coming in well. I don't know. She's like scrolled down on the video, so I don't even know if it's caught up to, changing the camera. But, we're just here having a good time, aren't we?
We're definitely trying.
So if you're here hanging out in the chat with us, you can...
So it's very good sound, very delayed.
Yeah, that's how it's the internet. It takes some time to go through the pipes. But for those of you joining us, happy to have you here. We're going to be doing some Easter-themed trivia tonight. I got about 21 questions ready to go in 3 fantastic different categories. And yes, you can play along at home, because that's what the point of this whole thing is, that we could play trivia in quarantine. So the way you're going to do that is you're going to go into the description of this video, so just go right below the video, and you're just going to go to the 3 section links. There's going to be Google Forms. So there's going to be one form for each section of trivia. And on that, it's going to have, it's going to ask you for your email address, which we're just going to use to confirm that, just confirm the same person taking each of the 3 forms, just link those together. And then it's going to ask you for your team name, which I might use to shout you out in the stream. And then it's just going to give you 7 multiple choice questions, just A, B, C, D. And you're going to have to wait for the questions and answers until I read them on this wonderful stream with my wonderful personality. So... yeah, that's what the game is going to be. We're going to start out just in a minute here with our biblical Easter trivia. So this is going to be questions straight from the textbook, just about biblical Easter. Then we're going to go into Easter in media. We're going to talk about some movies and TV shows that feature Easter or contain Easter or are Easter adjacent. There's not a lot of Easter stuff in movies. It's Christmas really just has that market locked down. And then finally, we're going to look at some Easter culture and just see what Easter is like around the world and how we all celebrate it. So if that's good, I think we're going to get into some questions. Kirsten, are we ready? We got the first question up? All right. Question 1. Here we go. So, the last recorded miracle of Jesus before his resurrection was healing a man's ear. What is the name of that man? We got A, Malchus, B, Caiaphas, C, Annas, or D, Pilate. All good Bible names. I'm sure they all sound a little familiar. Maybe you know which one of these guys had their ear cut off and then healed by Jesus. All right. I've got my mom here playing at home, and I think she seems pretty confident that she's got this one. So hopefully you do too, as we go on to question number 2. Question number 2. What day did the Last Supper occur? This is we're looking for what day of the week. We got A, Sunday. It's a good church day. B, Saturday. Another good church adjacent day. We got C, Friday. That's a very good day. I think Friday. I think Friday sounds good. And then D, Thursday. It's a Good Friday, you know. I might be giving away some answers here, but it does sound like a Good Friday. Also, you maybe don't want to listen to me because clearly I'm not going to try and give away answers. But I may give away hints. Who knows? Maybe I'm just trying to stump all of you. Maybe these are all trick questions. That being said, it's possible there's typos in some of these questions or answers. There are no actual trick questions. I'm just bad at typing. All right. Good question. On to question number 3. All right. This is a fun one. Jesus appeared to his disciples after the resurrection beside which sea? We got A, the Red Sea, B, the Sea of Tiberias, C, the Sea of Joppa, or D, the Dead Sea. Which of these sounds like the right one? I don't know. It's all these sound a little unfamiliar. Maybe some of these sound familiar. Maybe you know which one's the right one. Kirsten, you know which part? Actually, Kirsten and I read through these earlier. She guessed every one other than the correct one before getting the right answer. All right. On to question number 4. All right. This should be easy. Jesus' body was wrapped in what kind of cloth? So he's put in the tomb. What kind of cloth was he wrapped in? We got A, linen, B, cotton, C, silk, or D, wool. Got lots of different cloths. Personally, I don't know the difference between any of these, so I wouldn't be able. You could put the cloth in front of me and be like, all right, this is the cloth that Jesus' body was wrapped in, and say like, all right, so just you got to tell me what kind of cloth this is, and you get the right answer. I would not know. Maybe like silk is like soft, right? Right? Is that a thing?
It's silky.
It's silky. So if it's that one, maybe I could get that. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know.
Wool is toasty.
Toasty. Try and get some toasty wrappings. All right. Hopefully you know the answer, though, because we're going on to question number 5. Question number 5. How many angels appeared in Jesus' tomb? Got A, 1, B, 2, C, 4, or D, 7? It's 7. 7's a very churchy number, right?
Bible number.
It's one of those good Bible numbers. You got 7 and 40, the good Bible numbers. You know, it's always never go wrong 7 and 40, except maybe you can, or can you? Maybe I'm just trying to trick all of you. I think we've established that's what I'm doing here.
But we know it takes a couple men to roll that stone.
Right?
So.
All right. Time for question number 6. All right. This was supposed to be updated. I changed the question. I changed the answers. I did not change the question. So if everybody wants to put A for this, we can move on because I made a mistake with the PowerPoint. So question number 6, the answer is A. You got it. You got one. You did it.
The answer is still there.
What? Okay, look, don't ignore. Move on. Next question.
Read the question.
No, we're moving on.
Read the question.
I am in charge here. Question number 7. Kirsten. Question number 7. This is going to be the final question in our Bible section. So, section 1, question 7. According to John 18, 26 and 27, in the NIV Bible, a rooster crowed when Peter denied a third time he was a disciple of Jesus. Who did Peter make that final denial to? Was it a Pharisee? Caiaphas the high priest? a relative of Malchus, or the high priest's servant girl? I don't know. These are all Bible people. It's interestingly, in going to kind of check my answers, I was kind of pulling questions from a lot of different sources, but I really wanted to try and check some stuff on these. I tried like just going in and checking, and there actually is just the one place where this person is actually mentioned who it is. The other ones are just like, yeah, you met him 3 times. There's 3 different people. Was a place where it mentioned who Fount of Nile was. All right. And with that, question 7, we are done with section 1. So we're going to take a quick break right now while I go tally up the section 1 scores.
Oh, I submitted mine.
Hi, and welcome back. So, at the end of section 1, we have 2 entries. So, thank you, Mom and Dad. That sounds like a joke, but they are actually the 2 entries. I do see we do have more people in the chat, so if you didn't get in for section 1, there is still a chance to catch up. The links to play are in the description. You're going to want to look for the section 2 link. It's going to be a Google form. You're just going to want to fill out that. It's going to have just the multiple choice answers. It's going to be an answer sheet to submit your answers for section 2. So make sure you get that ready. But first, I'm going to be going over the correct answers for section 1. So the last recorded miracle of Jesus was healing Malchus's ear. He was a servant of the high priest who got his ear cut off, and Jesus healed it. What day did the Last Supper occur? It was Thursday. So it's day before Good Friday, and then the 3 days to get to Sunday. We got Thursday. This was a bit of a tricky one. Where Jesus appeared to his disciples after the resurrection. It was the Sea of Tiberias, also known as the Sea of Galilee, which it's probably better known as. So a little bit of a trick one there. Jesus' body was wrapped in linen cloth. How many angels were in the tomb? It was 2. Another tricky one. There was 1 outside reported that moved the stone, but there's 2 recorded inside. Question 6, I messed up on, so that was A, so everybody got that one. And then the final one is the rooster crowed after Peter denied a relative of Malchus. So it's the first person he denied to was the high priest servant girl, and then there was another girl, and then the final one is a relative of Malchus. So that was section 1. Again, if you're just joining us, going into section 2, the link to the Google form is in the description. So I want to go make sure you're getting the section 2 Google form, because we're about to start the next section of questions. All right. Kirsten, we ready? We got our next questions up. All right. Section 2, Easter in Media. Question 1. So the first question here. We all know there's a lot of Christmas Hallmark movies, but I could only find 1 Hallmark Easter movie. And it is one of these. The other 3 are titles I made up to sound like Hallmark movies. So the choices are A, Easter Back Home, B, Easter Under Wraps, C, An Easter Surprise, or D, Springing Love. All very good Hallmark sounding titles, if I do say so myself, but only 1 is an actual Hallmark Easter movie. All right, we ready for question number 2? Question number 2, going over to TV, and the second episode of the television show Parks and Recreation features an Easter egg hunt, which is messed up by this character. Our options are Mark Brandanowitz, Tom Haverford, Jerry Gergitz, or April Ludgate. One of these people is the cause of disaster for this Easter egg hunt. Mark Brandanowitz, interestingly, only in the first season. So, maybe he messed up this Easter egg hunt so bad. That's why he had to go. Sounds likely. All right. I think we're ready for question number 3. All right. Which of these Nicolas Cage movies takes place around Easter? Now, when I say Nicolas Cage movie, I mean any movie containing Nicolas Cage. So our options are A, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, B, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, C, National Treasure, or D, National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets, which I just happen to know off the top of my head. Interestingly, I couldn't. Trying to fill out this list was a bit of a struggle for me to figure out other Nicolas Cage movies. I'm not that big a fan of his stuff, and I didn't want to have to go researching a bunch of movies to make sure that Easter didn't occur in them. That said, I did go through the Wikipedia pages for all of these movies, scanning the plot, just trying to find any references I could, just to make sure it wasn't, Easter wasn't occurring during this movie. So I'm pretty confident Easter only occurs in one of these movies. So going on to question number 4. So we have there's a lot of kind of Christmas specials and Halloween specials and Thanksgiving specials for different TV shows. But in researching for this category, I found there are not a lot of Easter specials for TV shows. But one of these children's cartoons has 4 different Easter specials. And so our options are A, SpongeBob SquarePants, B, Paw Patrol, C, VeggieTales, or D, Teen Titans Go. So, all of you parents out there with your Paw Patrol memorized, I'm sure sure you've got this figured out. You're going to be like, now I know exactly how many Easter specials there are on Paw Patrol, because I've seen every episode of Paw Patrol many times. All right. Hopefully you got your guess in. For those of you not well versed on Paw Patrol and SpongeBob, because we're going on to section 2, question number 5, where we go over to the Charlie Brown. It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown, in which Snoopy delivers Easter eggs to everyone except for this character: A. Charlie Brown, B. Lucy, C. Woodstock, or D. Linus. One of these characters does not get Easter eggs. You got it? All right, hope we got it figured out. It's time for question number 6. All right, and we're again going to It's the Easter Beagle, where there's only one member of the Peanuts gang who believes Linus when he tells them that the Easter Beagle will take care of everything. Our choices are Charlie Brown, Lucy, Sally, and Peppermint Patty. Again, that's A. Charlie Brown, B. Lucy, C. Sally, or D. Peppermint Patty. Now, personally, I've never seen It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown, so I have no idea. Kirsten's looking at me, shocked. Am I supposed to have seen this thing? Is this like a big deal? Mom, do you agree that this is a big deal? Should I be familiar with It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown?
I don't remember seeing it in the last 30 years.
Okay, so if she hasn't seen it in the last 30 years, I haven't been alive for 30 years, so I don't think I should be expected to have seen this. But it was one of the depictions of Easter in media that I could find for this category. So Wikipedia helped me write some questions for it. All right, and going on to our final Easter in media question. Section number 2, Easter in media, question 7. Who plays the Easter Bunny in the 2012 film Rise of the Guardians? Our options are A. Alec Baldwin, B. Hugh Jackman, C. Jude Law, or D. Chris Pine. One of these actors plays the Easter Bunny in the 2012 film Rise of the Guardians. Personally, I didn't want to see any of these people be the Easter Bunny, so I also haven't seen Rise of the Guardians, but as I said, not enough Easter in media. I think this should be a goal for people this year. Like, we don't have the Easter movies that we need. Somebody should make more Easter movies so that we can have more Easter movie trivia. I think that's the lesson that we collectively are learning here. All right. Got a couple minutes to go get those forms submitted. We're going to take another pause while I go calculate the updated scores, and then we'll get to the final round, which will be Easter in culture. How different cultures celebrate Easter. All right, and we're back. Still got Mom and Dad chugging along through trivia. Mom, I'm sorry to say, you got one answer right in that last section. So that's going to put you behind at 5 points total to Dad's 8. So still time to catch up, but you know he's building a lead against you. And just to go over some of the answers, the real Hallmark Easter movie is Easter Under Wraps, which is about a woman going undercover in her family's candy business. And falling in love with a chocolate maker. So just some real original stuff coming out of Hallmark. The episode of Parks and Recreation, episode 2 opens with a cold open for an Easter egg hunt in which Tom Haverford failed to hide any Easter eggs. Then we have the Nicolas Cage movie that takes place over Easter. In National Treasure 2, we see Nicolas Cage's character and friends going to the White House Easter egg roll.
Oh, I had that and changed it.
My mom's kicking herself. I don't know if you guys heard it, but she had that answer and then changed it.
I got that right.
Then we have the TV show that has 4 Easter specials is Teen Titans Go. In It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. There are no eggs delivered to Charlie Brown. Snoopy runs out of eggs by the end. Oh, is that? And that appears to be my mom's one correct answer. We then have the only member that believes the Easter Beagle will solve everything is Sally. And then the actor that played the Easter Bunny in Rise of the Guardians was Hugh Jackman. All right. That brings us to our final round, where we will be talking about Easter in culture. So go get to that section 3 link, where we're going to have 6 multiple choice questions, and then at the very end we're going to have a tiebreaker write-in. So in case of a tiebreaker, whoever is closest on this one will be crowned the winner of Easter trivia. So, here we go. Section 3, question 1. And away we go. Under what administration was the first White House Easter Bunny? Now, the White House Easter egg roll started in the early 1800s, but there wasn't an official White House Easter Bunny until this president. Was it A, Lincoln, B, Reagan, C, Roosevelt, or D, Nixon? It's under one of these presidents' administrations that we got the White House Easter Bunny. I'll be honest, I just picked random presidents to go around this one because I wasn't sure if there was any good way to trick people. I don't know if there was any president famous for his love of Easter, so I don't know if that's gonna help. But maybe you do. Hopefully you got your answer down because we're going to question number 2, and section 3, question 2, which will go now. What is the most popular Easter candy? Our options are A, Easter bunnies, B, chocolate cream eggs, C, jelly beans, or D, marshmallow peeps. Got 4 lovely Easter candies, but one of them, according to multiple sources that I looked up, is the most popular Easter candy. That's chocolate bunnies, chocolate eggs, jelly beans, and marshmallow peeps. I have nothing interesting to say about this, other than we had I forget what were the eggs we had?
Robin's eggs.
We had robin's eggs,
Whoppers.
the Whopper things, and jelly beans. We ate all of those last week, so now we just have candy bars for Easter candy, because that was all that was left because we ate all of our actual Easter candy. I think we do actually have some chocolate bunnies though, so looking forward to eating those. But that'll be after this, and after question number 3. Which is, instead of a bunny, what animal is associated with Easter in Australia? We have A, the bilby, B, the kangaroo, C, the wombat, or D, the koala. Yeah, it's not. They don't have an Easter bunny in Australia because the rabbits are actually considered like really bad because they damage crops. So instead, they have this other animal representing Easter. It's the bilby, the kangaroo, the wombat, or the koala. All right. On to question number 4. What country did the Easter Bunny originate in? We have A, Turkey, B, Ireland, C, Germany, or D, Iran. One of these countries is considered the origin of the Easter Bunny, and they spread it to the world. Well, except for Australia and a couple other countries that we're going to get to that don't have the Easter Bunny. It's actually kind of interesting, like how many other countries are just like, nah, we don't, no Easter Bunny, we got something else. But one of these countries started the Easter Bunny. All right, on to question number 5. In this country, kids dress up as Easter wizards instead of an Easter Bunny. Is it Jamaica, A, B, Cuba, C, Sweden, or D, Albania? This country, they don't have an Easter Bunny. Instead, children dress up as Easter wizards. All right. On to question number 6. All right. What animal brings Easter eggs in Switzerland? So Switzerland, another country that doesn't have the Easter Bunny, they have a different animal. Is it A, the cuckoo, B, the bat, C, the vulture, or D, the fox? One of these animals brings Easter eggs in Switzerland. I don't know. I've never gotten a Switzerland Easter egg. I do think it would be cool to have like a vulture like bringing you Easter eggs, just like a vulture just like coming down and be like, it's a vulture. Then be like, here's your Easter eggs, kids. The kids be like, okay, that's still pretty scary though. Think that'd be pretty weird, but also like pretty metal. All right, that is the last of our official questions. Now we have our tiebreaker question. Which is a 2017 study estimated Americans spend this much per person on Easter celebrations. So we're going to have a box there. You can enter, just enter the nearest dollar amount that you think. How much Americans on average spend per person on all of their Easter celebrations. And that is going to be our final question. All right. I'm going to take one last break. Will I give you guys some time to tally up your question? Or give me some time to tally up your questions. And you guys will be back with the results. And we have our winner with a score of 11 points. Dave, you are our winner. Mom, sorry, your score of 6 points did not cut it. So no need for the tiebreaker. But going over our answers, the first White House Easter Bunny was under the Nixon administration. The most popular Easter candy, I double-checked this because it astounded me, is Marshmallow Peeps. Who likes marshmallow? If you like Marshmallow Peeps, like, I'm sorry, but, like, I need an explanation here. Like, 3 clearly better options just in that list. Sorry, I need to stop before I go on a rant on Marshmallow Peeps. Australia, they have the Easter Bilby, which is an endangered species, and they actually use like the Bilby Easter candy, so you can get a chocolate Bilby, which the profits go to like helping support wildlife funds. The Easter Bunny originated in Germany. In Sweden, they dress up as Easter wizards, which was a translation error when German children immigrated to Sweden. They brought in, hey, we have the Easter Bunny. But because of the way it translated, it sounded a lot like they were saying Easter wizard. So Easter wizards just became a thing. In Switzerland, it is the cuckoo that brings children Easter eggs. And finally, for our estimate of how much Americans spend per person on Easter celebrations, it's $152. Yeah, so a significant amount of money spent on Easter. But you know what you don't have to spend money on? Community. And this is where I'm gonna plug my Facebook group and Discord server. So if you enjoyed coming and hanging out and watching some cool stuff and maybe meeting some new people, there's more places where you can do that. And you can find the links in the description for just our group Online Christian Community, which is what this is run for. We have a great Facebook group where we're kind of building a community, and a Discord server where we get together and chat and play games and just have a good time and get to know each other. It's a lot of fun. Links in the description. Hope to see you there. Thanks for joining me. See you next time we do something.